Well, hello everybody. I welcome you to this Tuesday that is full of surprises. And this is our Adventurous Spirits podcast, a weekly musical podcast to help us reclaim our zest for adventure, our excitement in the daily day-to-day, and some of the magic of ordinary life. So if you'd like a little bit of that, you are in the right place. I'm your host, Cortney Matz, and this is episode number 12. We have been doing this every week since the beginning of 2023, and we're 12 weeks in, which is kind of amazing to me. So thank you for joining me on this wild ride. This has been an excellent catalyst for my own adventures. I find that I'm much more attuned and aware of the possibilities to explore my world thanks to creating and showing up for this weekly show. So today I've been thinking about the concept of time management, not maybe in the traditional sense or the productivity sense of making sure that you have time for everything or making sure that your time is spent well. I think we all have experience with that, and we're all trying to do that. But I think thinking about types of time. And this month of March, we've been exploring the idea of art discovery. Where do we find wonderful new things that just delight our hearts, that makes us want to share them with the people we love? And I've discovered some new things. I know you have as well. We've been talking about it over at the Facebook community for this podcast, Adventurous Spirits. If you haven't made it over there yet, it's facebook.com/groups/adventurous spirits. You'd be welcome to come and join the conversation. Tell us about what you're discovering these days, what you want to discover, how we can help you form that plan. Because for every goal and every plan in our little adventurous hearts, there is some sort of obstacle. That is, we are well aware and familiar with obstacles. Which brings me back to my topic today, time. Time can be an obstacle. Either too much or too little. Curious if you ever feel like there's enough time. If you feel like, yeah, I have enough time. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. That's enough. That's enough. But I hear a lot of people like myself looking at my calendar and going, how is it March already? And if I'm honest, it depends. There are days when I'm like, yeah, it feels like March. And other days where it's like, I can't believe how fast this year is going already. Which just speaks to the power of my own perception for how time goes, or for whether I have enough of it and whether I'm using it well. A lot of times when I actually reflect and say, what did I do with my time today? It's more than I remember. And other times it feels like I've been focused on one project all day, and then when I actually account for what I did and I go back through it, it's like, no, I've actually been very distracted today. So yeah, perception is key. But even so, it'd be nice to have a time machine. And that's kind of what this song is about, but it's also about longing for the fullness of time, for your time to be felt, for it to be valued and to be satisfactorily spent with people who care about you and that you care about. So I'll play this for you now. Can't be bound up in deadlines. Still, I hope you know I'm waiting with bated breath, with open eyes, watching sea and sky, and soon everything will be revealed. just had to transpose real quick. Just because when you write a song in G sharp minor, it's really hard to keep playing when you don't know what you're gonna play. So I'm just gonna do this in G now. Have fewer wrong notes. I don't mind a wrong note here and there, but when I mean to play something and I keep not hearing it, it messes with me. So I want to be present here with you as I'm talking about time, because that's what time it is. It is time to be here in this podcast. It's not time to do anything else. This morning I was cleaning. It was time for cleaning. I did lots and lots of cleaning. Not quite as much as I wanted to do, but and then it was time to come here, and it's raining again, so I came out in the rain. What time has it been for you today? What have your times been fulfilled with these days? Let's check in with our chat here, and as I glance over there, if you are here and you're having a nice time, would you go ahead and give that like button a push? I usually forget to do that when I'm wrapped up in listening to someone. Oh, Steve's here. Hello, Steve. Steve says, as soon as I start feeling like I have enough time for something, I get worried, because that's when things start to go spectacularly wrong and take way more time than they should. Boy, do I resonate with that. I really hate being late for things. Whether it be a deadline or to meet a friend or pick someone up. And I have wrestled most of my life with knowing what time it is. What is this time for? Is this the time to leave where I am now, including this project that I'm in the middle of, and go do something else? And I have people in my life who are very into being early. And so they are like, well, now it's time to go, even if in my mind I'm like, well, we still have 15 more minutes, we don't have to go yet. And it's okay with them if they arrive 15 minutes early, and I have a hard time with that, because in my mind that time was to be productive, and now I'm just waiting. What's the good in that? But that is the beauty of living in a world with other people in it. Is sometimes it's time to just be together. Even if that means a phone call or texting someone while I'm waiting, or I have gotten my dad into Marco Polo lately, so we are sending each other polo videos. And that's something that I can do while I'm waiting. There's a way to be together. So, different ways of seeing time. And I admit I am prone to seeing time as either used well or wasted. And I think there probably is a lot of room for other perspectives on that. So I just want to give you the opportunity to ask yourself, how do I tend to view time, whether it's my time or other people's time? And how does that affect my attitude towards adventure, towards the unknown? I think it's tempting to believe, especially in the area of art discovery, which is our theme for this month, it takes some effort, it takes some research, it takes some, sometimes it does take time to get somewhere, to get to a museum or to a library or to a concert venue. And there are other adventures wrapped up in those things, especially if you've never been there before. If you're going somewhere that's in a different part of town, you might have to figure out traffic, you might have to figure out parking, and directions. Directions are not always easy. want to recognize the effort that goes into exploring your world and into art discovery and discovery itself. This week, I had the opportunity to discover some new artists who are performing at they're performing at the same place that I was. I had a show on Wednesday night, and it's one of my favorite places in LA to go listen to music. It's called the North End Bar, and they just have this intimate venue with a small stage, and it's easy to sit and listen to singer-songwriters do their thing. It's really cozy and pleasant, and it's a great way to meet other songwriters as well. Everybody's pretty friendly. And I hadn't been there in a while, and one of the reasons I don't go very often is because it starts at like 9 o'clock at night, which you probably know me at this point well enough to know going to a thing that starts at 9 o'clock on a weeknight is just not my jam. I will do it. I have done it many times, but it's something I have to psych myself up for every time, and it's something I have to recover from. So I went with this promise to myself that I would just stay until about 11. Around 11, I could head home and be home by midnight, and that would give me some time to wind down and get ready for the next work day. But hopefully you saw a however coming in this story. In this particular instance, I was just caught off guard. I was swept away by how wonderful these artists are. And I wasn't not expecting it, but I wasn't expecting to want to stay so much. And as I was making plans and trying to figure out, okay, when's a good time to leave, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to. My heart was happy. And maybe you know that it's kind of difficult to find things that really make your heart delighted. It's not a given. There are plenty of times when we go out looking for adventure and it's just kind of okay. So to go out looking and to find something really wonderful that you want to stay in, I just gave myself the gift of staying. Long story short, I went to bed at 1:15. But no regrets. It was definitely an experience to recover from, but no regrets. And there have been other times where friends have invited me to join them on art discovery excursions, and with the same effect. Sometimes it's just a late night, and I used to get really concerned about sleep, and so I'll talk more about that after this song, but I wanted to play you something that I've been working on for a while. Since we're in this vein of art discovery, this is a piece from Handel's Messiah, which is a huge piece of classical music that I've always loved since I was very young. And I am currently making my own arrangement, and that concert is going to be taking place here in Hollywood on May 13th, 2023. If you are one of my Patreon supporters, you can get your tickets now, but if you aren't, you can get your tickets April 1st. But I just want to play this for you as a way to share some of my love for this music. And maybe it will be a discovery for you, or maybe you are also very familiar with it. So let me know in the comments how you feel about the Messiah, if anything. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd, and he shall gather the lambs with his arm, with his arm. shepherd, and he shall gather the lambs with his arm, and carry them in his bosom, and gently lead those that are with young, and gently lead, and gently lead those that are with young. Come unto him, all ye that labor. Come unto him that are heavy laden, and he will give you rest. Take his yoke upon you and learn of him, for he is meek and lowly of heart, and ye shall find rest, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Had some technical challenges today. YouTube says that the chat is disconnected. So I apologize if anyone is trying to chat with me right now. So anyway, that is just one tiny slice of the whole Messiah. It's that piece is called "He Shall Feed His Flock Like a Shepherd." And I have many more pieces that I'm working on. And I look forward to sharing it with a live audience here at Epiphany Space, which is an artist community that I love. And if you could use some more support on your creative journey, whether that's toward art discovery or creating your own works of art, I hope you will check out epiphanyspace.com. And on April 1st, if you're here in the Los Angeles area, you can go ahead and get your tickets to hear this whole Messiah rendition with me and 4 other friends on May 13th, 2023. But that even if you're not local, I hope that I've just exposed you or reminded you of this piece of art, this work of art that is so interesting. It's so interesting to listen to. All of the intertwining melodies, and as I'm working with it, it just makes me appreciate even more the composers of past centuries who didn't have the benefits of technology to keep track of their thoughts. They just had paper and maybe a piano. There's so much benefit from being able to play things back and hear them in real time. So one downside to all of this excitement and getting to experience new things and getting swept up in the moment is sleep deprivation. It affects things, you know, it affects our use of time, it affects my energy. It's kind of disorienting sometimes. But as my friend Kathleen Marie in her song Catalyst says, catalysts never wait to be condoned. Meaning, when the spark catches, when the inspiration strikes, there's just no time to analyze it or approve of it. It just sweeps you away. And I think that's really one of the main things that we want in life. We want that glorious moment. We want that excitement of just getting caught up in something. And I think it is available to us without worry of missing or dropping the ball on our responsibilities. I think there's a creative way to both enjoy the life and the world that we live in and to show up responsibly. At least that is the theory I am testing with my own science experiment of a life. But if you are in that place today of just feeling like life is duty, life is responsibility, and there's just not any room for adventure or creativity, I totally hear that. I totally hear that. There are seasons where there are many balls to be carried, and you don't really have the option of dropping them. So I kind of wrote this song about that. It's a mix of a few different ideas, but this is a brand new song. It's called Talk Like, and you'll see why as I'm playing it. I'm open to other ideas for a title, but so far it's called Talk Like. Sometimes you gotta show up, stand your ground. Does it ever make a difference who else is around? Suddenly now is the time for your voice to be found. Don't turn around, talk like you're supposed to be here. Talk like you're supposed to be here. You gotta walk like you're supposed to go there. Say what you want us to hear. Sometimes you gotta show love one more time. Does it ever make a difference just to hold that line? Ready or not, this is where your philosophy shines. Where we find if we care about each other, and listen to the feelings, care enough to listen, know about each other, show up for each other, and listen to how everybody feels just the same. You gotta talk like you're supposed to be here, like we have something to share, like we're not all that different anyway. Talk like you're supposed to be here, like we're supposed to be. as if they shouldn't have waited. Everybody has something to say. Everybody has to take up space. Look me in the eye. We are the same, we're the same. Talk to me like you know why you came. Like you're supposed to be here. Talk like you're supposed to be here. Play like you're supposed to sing here. Say what you wanna say. Oh, talk like you're supposed to be here. Like you're supposed to be here. Like you wanted to go there. Say what you want us to hear. And don't you forget it. Well, on that note, it's been a charming few minutes with you all. Again, I'm not seeing any chat, so I apologize if you're chatting to me and I can't see it. We're having a little technological breakdown here, but thank you for weathering this experience of adventures with time management with me. If you have further insights or just journeys you want to share, if you're having a frustration with your own adventurous life and you want to come and talk about it, I encourage you to join us on Facebook. Again, facebook.com/groups/adventurous spirits. And if you would like to be part of what keeps this all going, I want to invite you to support me on Patreon. You can hear all of the songs that I played today on patreon.com/Cortney Matz, and you get early access to tickets for the Messiah show before they go on sale for everybody else. So you get first dibs. I think these tickets will sell out, so I want to encourage you to act early if you're interested in attending. It's a very small space. But until we meet again, I hope that you have a week full of adventure, and I hope that you have the time to enjoy it. And I'll see you next time. Have fun out there.